Welcome back, my computer duders. We're still at this base, and I just realized I can't make the night end because I don't have a second bed. I would have to take a boat all the way back to the other habitat just to sleep. I didn't think this all the way through, did I? Although, another thing I found out is that, contrary to what I thought, you can't make grassy dirt blocks. You have to obtain them other ways unless you have a silk touch pick. But that's not a big deal. It's not, because Endermen often carry grass blocks in their hands, and if you kill them, then you can get what they were carrying. That's a dicey proposition. Killing Endermen is no joke. But if I can get even one grass block, even one. Did I hit a fucking dolphin with my boat? God damn it, that's a crime in Florida. Good thing I'm not in Florida. It's something I tell myself every day when I wake up. Good thing I'm not in Florida. Whatever else is wrong in my life, at least I'm not in Florida. Hello, Tortuga bro. I shall never hurt you because you're adorable. I had my own pool when I lived here. Why did I ever move out? Hey, it's a bed. How convenient is that? Whoa, there's a bunch of shit here I forgot. Why'd I just leave all this good stuff here? What was wrong with me? Fuck you for being a sheep. Not on my watch. I don't see any Endermen. There's a creeper. It's just not much. I think there's Endermen in the Nether. I can see my base from here. That's so cool. Oh, cool! Look who came out. Even on land, I can't get away. They fucking crawl out of the ocean to come at me. I love VR. It's so fucking cozy. It's the best thing I ever got. I mean, if you love video games, strapping video games to your eyeballs is like the obvious next level. And Oculus makes nice ergonomic headsets. They're not like Vive, where it's like a plastic brick. Weighs 100 pounds, and then you have to buy decent headphones separately. Or pay $100 for the replacement headband where they're built in. And they still don't have controllers as good as Touch. Like, everybody's hyping up Knuckles when it's basically just Oculus Touch that straps onto your hand. Whoop-de-fuck. I'm only salty. I'm not usually a fanboy. I'm salty because Vive fanboys invade every discussion of Oculus and try to steer people towards buying a Vive. And I've done that. Not because I like Vive, but because I don't want to support Facebook. I only did it myself because it's a better headset. You fucker. Is that a golden... Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, monster infighting. Is this Doom? Am I playing Doom? Is that a Revenant? I'll leave them to deal with one another. Oh, wait, I can't. Bitch. A llama! Do I need carrots? How do I befriend llamas? How come befriending in this game assumes that all other living creatures want from you as a bribe? God, look how much fucking kelp I have to eat just to recover my health. Uh-oh. You want some of this, bitch? You want some of this? That's right. Fuck yeah, tridents are awesome. Eat shit, I'm Lord of the Sea. If only I could have found an Enderman. I'm never gonna hurt a llama. They're too fluffy. Oh my god, are they? They're fucking covered in. They're blanket creatures. They're like if a blanket came to life. Llamas aren't what they make blankets out of, are they? I'm gonna cry if I find out that's true. Llama, 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 chameleon. It's not how the song goes. It's not how the song go. Oh-oh-ohs. Leave my bases over here. Yep. There's too much kelp here. I'm gonna start destroying it. Wow, that's a lot of kelp. I can't even... Well, I can smelt all this now that I have lava. I'm gonna go put a bed in my other base, and I'm gonna start smelting all this. Just to have an abundant food source. I'll be glad I did it at some point. When am I gonna make an auto smelter? I guess when I absolutely need to. I should start making hoppers, though, in anticipation. Because if I'm going to smelt a lot of kelp, I'm going to want it so that I don't have to constantly load more of it into the smelter. Because that's going to be a bitch if I don't fix that. If only there was stuff I could do with this other than eat it. If only I didn't have to go to the surface to harvest it. That's going to put some damper on my underwater kelp farming concept. Because the point is to never have to go to the surface. I keep wanting to tell stories about fucked up dolphin research that's happened in the past. Problem is everybody already knows about it. Rooster Teeth did a thing about it a while. I don't remember how long ago it was actually, but I know that that's like one of the main areas most people know about it from, if they know at all. I'm not going to throw away magma blocks. I can get more wood blocks if I need them. Alright, I'm going to go unload these. Wherever the fuck my base went. No, it's this way. Looks so weird. Because it having like a dip in the seafloor here. Because there's a ridge right there. And you come over the ridge and suddenly this huge base is visible. Well, huge is generous. That's what she said. No, wait, that's the opposite of what she said. Let's see. Is this still burning? This is still burning. Look at how energy dense lava is. Holy shit. It almost feels like a waste to use it this way. I'll use some coal. Coal is not as precious as lava. Any trees yet? No trees yet. What the fuck is going on? What's going on? And I sing at the top of my lungs, oh, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. I say, hey, oh, what's going on? How much is that all it gave me? Why is it so fucking hard to get an abundance of seed from these fucking plants? You piece of shit plants. Make more seed. I just watched the ending of Kill la Kill and I cried. I cried at anime. You can make fun of me. I deserve it. But then I cried in Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann too. In episode 6, I don't want to spoil what happens. Man, you will cry bitch tears if you're anything like me. Maybe it was just me. Maybe I was the only one. Hope not. Wow, this is gonna take a while. I'm gonna fuck off and do something else. Actually, I'm gonna fill up these buckets with more. Am I? Did it burn up the bucket? No, no. I can collect the empty bucket. Okay, good. That's right. It doesn't burn the bucket anymore. I'm gonna make some hoppers while I'm here. Oh yeah, I need a chest. Fuck. Fuck. I only have enough for one hopper. Should I really waste my metal this way? Yes, I should. Because as soon as I can make enough hoppers... Are you kidding? You're coming through the floors now? Could you have the decency to obey the laws of physics? No, huh? God damn. Wherever I go. That's all the metal I have. Maybe I shouldn't have used it that way. No, I'm going to be glad I did. When I build my first auto smelter, I'll be glad that I did. Because there's a lot of shit I need to smelt. I don't feel like waiting for it to slowly complete. And the nice thing is you can make a sort of ring of auto smelters. At least 3 of them. 4 if you don't mind jumping over some shit to get to your smelters. You basically need a full-size dome, though. Oh, no, that's not true. You can build like a pill-shaped module. That's what I'm going to do. I did that in my old map. And I'll just do that here as well. I'm going to go check the video to see exactly how many units tall it was, though. Okay. Look at that. Look at the seaweed gently illuminated by the light coming through the glass. Living underwater in this game is so fucking dope. So fucking cool that my balls hurt. Maybe that's something I should get checked out. But doctors don't know me. They don't know my story. They don't know if that includes cancer or what. That way at least get some more use out of the fuel. Oh, there's no getting away from dolphins either. How come fishing doesn't work right? We can see fish now, but fishing, I'm pretty sure, works the same way it always did. Which is if invisible fish come to you. I'm not complaining because those fish don't come down here. So if fishing works in a new way where you had to have the fish physically come to you, I wouldn't be able to fish out of moon pools, and that would be one less thing I could do from underwater. So I don't know if I want them to fix it or not. A tree! Holy shit! I wonder if the other 2 can grow. I wonder if they have enough room to grow here or not. You would think that the leaf blocks would just fuse together, but they do, but only at a certain distance is the thing. Let's see. Oh wait, it's almost nighttime. May as well just hang out here. So you know in Hydrolab, which was the first U.S. undersea lab that was used for science instead of military purposes, they used to collect crayfish, or lobsters, I mean, I guess if they're in the ocean. The lobsters, and out while they're on the reef, and they'd bring them back to the habitat, and then they would cook them up. And then they would just dump the shells into the moon pool. And they ate so much lobster while they were down there, just fresh from the ocean, that the shells piled up until they clogged the moon pool, and they had to be swept out of the way just so the divers could get in and out. That's the life, man, living in the ocean and partaking of its bounty. I didn't say booty. I didn't say bounty is booty. Ocean doesn't have a booty that I know of. Although if it does have one, I want to know about that shit right now. Maybe if you're like a grizzled old sea captain, or if you're a lighthouse operator, you just spend your whole life looking at the sea from your lonely little room. Maybe the sea does start looking like it has a booty. I don't know. I'm not going to wait here. What do I need? I need more glass, don't I? I need more glass, and I have some sand. I need more sand, though. And I need fuel, which I now have an abundance of. Well, I didn't set my timer. I just did now, assuming I've been spending about 10 minutes at this game so far. So if I go over time, that's why. If I'm under time, that's also why. It's the perfect excuse. You guys watching on YouTube, do you give a shit? You don't? Well, too bad. I've found out there was a Dilbert animated series between 1999 and 2000. And it's one of those cases of the show being beloved by critics but hated by the public. So it only got 2 seasons. It lasted like 1 year total. And it won a bunch of awards, but nobody, except for the people who decide what shows get awards, actually liked it. When people tell you to go pound sand, is this the sand they mean? Because pounding an entire cube of sand up your ass, which is I assume what they mean by that, would be a disagreeable proposition to say the least. If it was at least butt plug shaped or like egg shaped, no, it would still be sand. So it'd be coarse. It would be like sandpaper going up. Like your butthole. These are the important questions to ask in our day and age. Nobody's willing to ask the hard-hitting questions anymore. I do it not because I like it, but because nobody else will. Did I really only bring one shovel? I really did. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna go get some more lava while I'm here at this base. I really wish I had a submarine, or just a little one-man submersible, to go between these bases without having to surface. It would take longer, but I'd still be happier with it. I'm thinking I'm gonna branch off a small pod, from that main dome after all, towards the mountain, where I thought there was enough room, because probably there is enough room if the pod is just a 1-unit little pod like this one for the sole purpose of having a mine shaft. It should be fine, right? That way we won't be wasting that space. Here we go. More fuel, ha ha ha. I don't know why I laughed just now. It's not funny. Nothing's funny. Ha ha ha. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I can take this back with me. I got the other three tucked away in there. I love having this little clock down here. It's a really handy reference. I also love having this cute little base. The fact that I don't have to expand this into a huge colony is kind of pleasing, actually. It can just stay how it is. And when I have my huge colony set up and I have my enchanting table and all my enchanted gear from the nether, not from the nether, but like made using shit that I got from there, then I'll assault the ocean monument. I can't talk right now. It's too late. What am I doing up so late? Why'd I put this off all day? Oh, that's right, because I'm a fucking dumbass who deleted the last episode and had to film it during the day. Speaking of which, it's too hot during the day to fucking survive right now. I hate it. I can't stand sweating like a pig. But what I realize is I have an electric car, so I can run the air conditioner off the battery. I don't have to idle the engine. Which means that I can sit in my nice car with its leather seats, which are intolerable when it's hot, but really pleasant when it's cool. And I can run the air conditioner with the car plugged in, so it doesn't run out of power. But I'm also not running an engine, so I can just I can sit in the garage without worrying I'm going to gas myself. Although I'm sure there's plenty of people who think I ought to gas myself. An understandable opinion, frankly. Fuck that. Uh-oh, I need to build another chest. But I'm gonna have to immediately move this chest anyway. At least I have a bunch of them. I can't put it up there, it'll be blocked. I can put it here, though. And I'll put this somewhere else, like right here. Well, if I'm gonna do that, I may as well do this. I'll put this here, and I can put the bed over here. Right by the oven, that's safe. No, that's safe. That's not a fire hazard, whatever. Do... I don't think I'd call myself an ambitious man. I was thinking about it. I mostly have everything I want right now. I live a humble life. I have a couple nice things, but mostly I live a humble life. I just want to be able to sustain it. Like, if all my bills were paid for right now, I'd be fine. Just living like this for the rest of my life. What does that say about me, though? Should I be more ambitious? I guess I wouldn't mind if things got better. But I'm also okay with them how they are. Like, if basic income became a thing, I would probably not do much. I'd probably work on my hobbies. If anybody values that. Oh wait, I have a bunch of chests now. Holy shit, that means I can make the hoppers I need. Yes! Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! There, I need exactly 6 of them. to make one double wide auto smelter. Not a trailer, double wide auto smelter. Underwater habitats basically are just underwater trailers. Everything's built in. They're about the same size. It's only more glamorous because it's underwater. May as well grab those buckets and refill them. I love having lava. It's so fucking sweet. I can't even believe it. I may have need of this still. In fact, I should keep it on me just in case I have to go on a long trip over land. And I should keep a door on me just so I can build a safe shelter. There's a zombie underneath me right now, isn't there? Oh, there's a season 3 of Mr. Pickles. How did nobody inform me of that? How was I unaware? Holy, it's fucking glorious and beautiful. I love that show. It's so stupid, but everything is so deliciously fucked up that you can't help but laugh at it. It's like you're jaded and you're thinking they're not going to be able to do anything that's truly fucked up, and then they do. And you're like, holy shit, well done, bravo. Well played, Mr. Pickles. How come magma blocks can't be used as a fuel? Inquiring minds demand answers. And also mine as well. My mind also demands answers. Should I be wasting fuel like this? I don't think so. As long as I keep a close eye on it, it should be fine. Speaking of which, I should head back and see how the smelting is going. I'm gonna get this out. This is gonna look so fucking dope when it's done. Holy shit. As deep as this is, I wish it was deeper. But you can't really make the ocean much deeper without sacrificing underground depth and the height of the sky. Because I think each chunk of the Minecraft world is only like 128 units high. And if you double that, it increases the total amount of blocks being rendered, not just for that chunk, but all the chunks in view, which is a problem. Where am I? Hey, that looks familiar. What's that? Is that a light source? Am I gonna get lost? Where's my old base? I thought it was this way. Where's my compass? I've actually gotten lost somehow. I have no idea what I did wrong. So remember when VR wasn't a thing really? And we all thought we were going to use it mostly for first-person shooters because those were the first games that even bothered trying to do 3D. Here I am playing Minecraft in it though. Could you not? Seriously, holy shit. These fucking dolphins, man. Okay, there's the ocean monument. There's my base. Part of it. Was it the other way? I think it was the other way. It was towards the monument, not away from it. Will the dolphins protect me from the guardian fish? It's funny they're called guardian fish. I mean, I know they guard the ocean temple, but the name doesn't really hint at how fucking lethal they are. Look at this. This is still fucked up. It's not where my hand is. I don't like that. It feels weird. Looks weird, feels weird. Or do I feel sorry for people who can't figure out how to build underwater? Because I've seen a lot of them do insane things, like build a wall, a square wall around the area they want to put a habitat on, drain all the water block by block, build what they want to build, and then flood it by building a thin layer near the top and then using a bucket to put water on there and then destroying the layer that... Just insane stuff. I've seen them do insane stuff because they can't figure out something incredibly simple. Yes, more kelp. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Yes. I guess I really just want to be a supervillain. I've been practicing that laugh for years. Do I have any... No, I don't. Shit. Well, whatever. So long, Cozy Base. For old time's sake. I'm going to have to leave this base behind and not really come here more after this, I think. I didn't even fully plant the fucking garden. I guess now I have. Now it has a fully planted garden. I don't really need to touch it. If I'm really hurting for food, I know I can come back here and get some. Although, kelp is so easy. It's a really good argument for living in the sea, which is what I hoped it would be. Looks like Sea Lab. That's the most annoying thing when you talk about underwater stuff. Everyone starts making Sea Lab references. It's like, well done, you quoted a line from a TV show that everybody likes. I hope you're proud of yourself. You know, that was really smart. That was a clever joke. But I'm a fucking hypocrite because I make pop culture references all the time. It's just, when someone's trying to have a serious discussion about something, if they're talking about space and you're like, haha, Star Trek. Phasers on stun. Red alert, Captain. It's like, why are you allowed to live? How come Freddie Mercury is dead and David Bowie is dead, but you get to live? And away we go. So that internet infamous guy who wrote a guide on how to have sex with dolphins, do you think he really did it? Was that real or was that just a jape? Was that just somebody on the internet fucking with people? I want to think it wasn't real, but I don't know what to believe. I'm going to keep that wood in case I need it. I have some coal. I don't want to waste it. Here's my food supply. When you're underwater, you eat a lot of kelp, it turns out. Who would have thought? Probably living underwater is like air travel. Like air travel was this huge aspirational thing back at the dawn of flight. And all the science fiction centered around air stuff. It was like air pirates and air cities. Living underwater would be really futuristic at first, and then it'd be like a different kind of hillbilly. They'd just be like underwater hillbillies who farm kelp for everybody on land because overpopulation is straining our ability to feed the world. They used to be like aquatic hillbillies. How can it take this long? Fuck, I may as well just go get more fuel. I'm not going to sit around here and stare at it. This is a nice deep ocean. I'm pleased with myself. Nobody knows how to please myself better than I do. Wait a minute. That meant exactly what you think. So yeah, make dolphins more useful. Make it so that if I befriend a dolphin, it should attack aqua zombies that attack me, like wolves when you tame them. And it should attack the sea guardians on site. I think they already do, I'm not sure. If they don't, they ought to. And there's a lot of kelp. There's a lot of kelp. How am I going to eliminate enough of this that I can sell it? So speaking of the privately made underwater habitats I talked about in the last video, there's a guy in Maine who, just for the joke of it, wanted to place a phone call from the bottom of a lake. So he built a phone booth, an underwater phone booth that was airtight, and it was like basically just a diving bell I could stand up in with a phone. And it actually had an outgoing 4G connection, so he was able to call his wife in this air-filled underwater phone booth and have a phone conversation with her from the bottom of the lake. And I bet she was like, "You spent how much on this?" That was our trip money. I want a divorce. That's cool though. It's cool that it's even possible for regular people to build their own small underwater habitat. That's like if regular people could build their own small space capsule and make it to orbit. Maybe they will someday. That's what I came here for. Sometimes I forget, okay? Sometimes I get in the shower and I'm still wearing my t-shirt or underpants on a bad day. Everybody does it. Here we go. That's pretty good for now. I should make more buckets so I can collect more fuel. But then again, I need more hoppers. I guess I technically don't need any more immediately. I only came here for fuel anyways. Done smelting. That's really any minute now. Looks like they're out of fuel. Whatever. No, I don't want this. Why would you think I'd want this? This is a terrible giftmas present? Giftmas? It's like secular Christmas. I don't want rotten meat. It's like when Grandma got me those educational toys. Like, what the fuck am I going to do with a plastic model of human anatomy? Once I put it together, what satisfaction can I possibly get out of it? Unless I was some kind of weird pervert. Which I am, but not the exact type. So it's not really much good to me. So I believe I'm over time. If this was a disappointing episode, I'm sincerely sorry. If you give me your address in the comments, I will try to atone for my sins by mailing you a jar of my farts. Not just any farts. These are going to be premium cinnamon roll farts. I'm going to get like a nice big Cinnabon from the mall. I won't say it comes out smelling like cinnamon rolls exactly, but there's a spicy essence to it. You'll see what I mean. It tickles the nostrils. Did I remember to... No, I didn't. Hold on. Yes, I did. I'm going to save those, however. until I know for sure that I have enough to make all 6 hoppers. Dennis hoppers. It's still not done. It's almost done. Want to see me do a little bit of construction on the dome? I'll do a little bit of construction on the dome once this is finished. Just so you can see something that isn't a grainy JPEG of my penis that I already mailed out to my $10 and above backers on Patreon. I don't have a Patreon for this channel. Probably I should. I mean, it's kind of shitty that YouTube doesn't pay well enough that you can just make a living off of YouTube if you have a good following anymore. You need a Patreon too. It's kind of like how Walmart doesn't pay their workers enough, so they have to go on welfare and food stamps. So the taxpayer essentially winds up footing the bill for paying. Hold on. For paying the difference in salary that Walmart should be paying. I think there's room to build a. Yeah, there's room for mineshaft here. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Next time though, I'm gonna spend this. I'm gonna put one more layer of glass on the fucking thing. Dolphin, please. Can you not see there's a man at work here? You can tell I'm a man because I know that dolphins have a very keen sense of underwater smell. And my salty, oily ball sweat has got to be burning their nostrils. Nostrils like my word of the day right now. Nostril. Nostradamus. He can predict the future, but only in smells. Like, I don't know what happens in the future, but it sure smells like a lot of shit. Shit and farts. Shitty farts. That's the future. Nostradamus. Write that down. And then they did. And it came true. Anyway, that's all for this time. I'm sorry I'm not around to tuck you in and wrap the blanket up around your toes, your cozy toes, so monsters don't get you, but you know, divorce is rough on all of us, champ. I sure love nothing more than to move back in with you and your mother and be your father again, but that's not my call. That's the call of your mother and the court system.